What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, and it is raining. And yes, I could have stayed in the house, but I was like, no, I want to be in the rain. So I'm in the rain down here, and I'm loving it. It feels so good outside. It's just like the flowers are blooming. All them damn seagulls. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. We're down here. I didn't come down here to talk about anything, right? Because nothing has come on. Nothing comes on Tuesdays. Does it? I don't know. I don't know what comes on, really. I was just trying to catch it. Like, okay, I have to write it down, like, on my little list of stuff. On my little notepad and stuff. You know where I be taking my notes. You know, Diva writes everything down. But you could kind of... It's weird because the clouds are broke over there. No comparing, and this motherfucking scary. Hey, so y'all seen Doja Cat's video? Oh my God, with Kofi in it. Shout out to Ralph Angel. I haven't even been watching Queen Sugar. I don't know why. I just haven't been into it. And it's so excited for it to come back. And I was like, did it wait too long to come back that it was just like out of sight, out of mind? I'm gonna have to turn it down. See, we gonna start getting in trouble again with the music. You know, it's been a minute. Okay, so what are we talking about? Piers Morgan, he's so mad. What you mad about? Oh yeah, let's talk about this first. You mad because you just a weak ass white dude. That's all you are. You a weak ass triple chin, melted snow man looking ass man who wants to uphold white supremacy. Who was it last night that said, oh, I think it was Sunny on The View. She was like, you're more concerned about them saying disparaging things about the royal family. That concerns you more than her talking about her mental illness and her mental health and the things that she was going through. Right? Because the family business that Meghan actually married into is the upholding white supremacy. So I don't know if she really understood that. I don't know. I mean, maybe she didn't. Because yesterday we were like, how could she not, you know, how could she not know? How could you not even know the foundation of what the royal family was built on? Like, and I'm like, girl, you didn't, I don't know. I don't believe it. But Piers Morgan is mad, and he walked off the stage and he got upset. He came back a little bit after that, but he was mad because the dude was telling him, I think his name is Alex. He was telling him, like, yesterday you were so mean and you were so rude. And it's like, you went out with Meghan. I don't know what they was going out for. Was they just going out because he was getting to know her because she was about to be a part of... No, because he said that's the night that she met Harry. What were you doing out with Piers Morgan? I know it wasn't on no romantic shit. I hope not. That man, he looks like... I'm about to say soggy French toast. That's the first thing that came to my head. Like, ooh, you soggy, soggy French toast face ass nigga. But yeah, so I don't know. That was kind of weird. And shout out to B. Scott. B. Scott becomes the first trans non-binary host and executive producer at BET. B. Scott said, I am proud to make history as the first trans non-binary person to host and executive produce a show at BET. I'm in a place of forgiveness, and I am honored to help turn the page on the past and be a part of the network's move toward a more inclusive future for everyone. And shout out to B. Scott. First of all, I didn't know that B. Scott identified as trans, and their pronouns are they and them. I did not know that. So this is wonderful. This is a wonderful thing. Because remember the last time when they were at BET and was on the red carpet, and BET made them change to wear a more masculine attire. I think it was like pants and like a button-up shirt. And that was a real slap in the face, right? And so we're glad that B. Scott and BET have, resolved their past and are moving forward, and we love to see it. So that's great. Child. Yesterday, I saw somebody shared a clip. Actually, Bravo TV shared a clip. Shout out to Bravo TV. And the title reads, RHOA's Drew Sidora wonders if Kenya Moore is mad because Hollywood just ain't been calling her. And this was, I guess, apparently on the after show, which I haven't seen, but it was her, Shamia, and Portia in a tri-pane frame. And once again, Drew was talking about Kenya. Like, I'm really on, like, even the people in the comments were like, girl, this is like on some single white female shit. Like, why are you consistently talking about Kenya? At one part of this clip, Kenya says, I think Drew is acting. And then I thought about it. Is that why that bitch wear a different wig in every scene? A different ugly ass wig in every scene? Is because she believes like she's acting and she has to come to the person that's the main character of the show and have conflict with them all the time. It's just weird. But listen, I'm going to let you guys hear what Drew said. Now, keep in mind, Kenya just announced on Speak On It that she has a recurring role on the show on Netflix with a Maori sister, Loretta Devine. I think it's Richard Roundtree. I think that's who it is. And some other people. I think Candace is in it too, for some reason. I felt like I saw Candace, and there was a scene with Candace, Kenya, Brandy Glanville, and someone else. I felt like I saw Candace. Did I see Candace? I felt like I did. But anyway, so here she goes.
Great mom. What are you saying?
Excuse me, can I have the waitress, please?
Yeah, I want to box this up and wrap this up.
Check. I didn't trust her, but I was willing to hear her out to see what she had to say.
Kenya and I definitely have not been hitting it off. So I invited her to dinner so that we could try to get some one-on-one time without everyone else, kind of jumping in or whatever. I just was trying. And that didn't go so well. I felt how I felt, and I was sharing that with you.
You want to make me tell you. If you would actually listen, you would hear what I'm saying.
I'm a great listener. She was very rude to me. She was being a bully to me.
I was just being very genuine.
Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? Now, I don't give a damn whether you like Kenya or not, whether you wish the worst for her or not. But Kenya Moore was not bullying that girl at that table. At all. First of all, Kenya had a smile on her face the whole time. Now, I know you could be a bully with a smile on your face, but she was not bullying her. Like, that was, why would she say that? Because she knows that so many people dislike Kenya that they would actually take that story and run with it. Even Portia up there. Portia, what are you talking about? Did you see the clip? Like, that's stupid. That's stupid to me.
To you
but
about
that's what
it.
I'm saying. But you're not
because
letting
of
me
something that we cannot even speak about. She was so weird. Oh my God. She was so weird. Okay. So I don't know how to address you. She just strikes me as a very weird person, You purport your...
I swear to God, I feel like Kenya watched my damn review. Girl, I call that girl weird, everything.
To be this intelligent person, this person that just thrives on communication. You're so communicative. However, every time I've had any interaction with you, you seem like you don't know what you're saying half the time.
But I think the final straw was when I was asking about your daughter.
Like, how do we jump from
it's not
that to LaToya? I really was put off by the fact that Drew told them. And I was like, well, if I told you not to tell people and I'm trying to establish a friendship with you, why are you telling people? Like, it was just weird.
And remember we said that. Everybody said that. Everybody said the test for Tanya was the wig and the charger in Canada, right? I'm sure Kenya didn't need that wig so much, right? She didn't need, and a charger, and then Tanya brought it back and did what she did, and then Kenya brought the cookie lady, right? Okay, so now Drew is saying the thing about the private jet. She told you not to tell anybody. I told y'all that was a test. And the fact that she did that at the table, the fact that she keeps mentioning Brooklyn, what are you doing? And then you're saying that she's bullying you. And then she said she was looking at her and her eyes were gray. And then Portia was like, yeah, wait.
Tell you that shit went left,
Listen.
like, because she got real nasty and eventually got up and left me at the table. Hopefully you enjoy your meal at home.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I just can't stand this girl.
Girl, did she stick you with the bill?
She didn't stick with it. She tried to pay for the bill, and I was like, "No, bitch, you ain't paying nothing."
No, Shamia, Portia would have stuck you with the bill. It's a different crew, Shamia, with your dumb ass. Shamia is so stupid. Shamia, you stupid. You just dumb. We're convinced, and that is the reason why you and Portia are BFFs. Because you have this disloyal person right here, and you cheerlead for her all the time, and you take on her enemies because you don't have no issue with Kenya. What's the issue that you have with Kenya? Because she said you guys were talking and you thought your water broke and she was making sure that you were okay. And you said she didn't tell the story correctly, but we saw the text messages to prove that Kenya was telling the truth. Why would anybody lie about that? Like something so small. When people lie about stuff like that, like small like that, something is wrong with them. So for you to think that she would do that, okay.
For me, you ain't finna own me.
Not no
We
food in
splitting
my
the bill.
I've called Drew to check on her family. She's never done any of those things for me. So, yeah,
How many housewives off the show said Kenya will call them and check on them, make sure they're okay when the cameras are down? She does all of that. A lot of housewives have said that. A lot of different people have said that she's all of these things. And another thing, Kenya, when she was in her therapy session, said that she's always made to feel like the bad guy. So for me, I feel like, walking into the role as a villain on a reality show was probably easy for you, right? Everything has a
dark
base.
behavior, the weirdness, the singing when I walk up. I just feel like Drew is acting and she's just trying to make moments for herself.
I
But
believe
I'm
that.
not going to be one of her moments, so I leave.
I believe that. I believe that is her goal. Like, when she said that, I was like, yes, Kenya, because why do you have a different ugly wig in every scene? You got an ugly wig, and here you are preparing for a scene. Like, girl, it's a mess. Oh, what happened? Oh, here it is. Here, let's see.
I just feel like Drew is acting and she's just trying to make moments for herself. But I'm not going to be one of her moments, so I leave with my food.
You know when you try to connect with somebody and you try to look in their eyes? Oh, yeah, and it's dark. Yeah, it's blank. It was dark. It was
Portia Williams. Portia Latrell Williams. Bitch, you can't talk about nobody seeing blank when they look into somebody's eyes. You can't possibly be talking about a blank stare when looking in somebody's eyes. That's you, dude. That's you. These girls are really crazy because it's like, why are you coming at Kenya? That's the thing. And it's like, we know that there's a lot more people. There's a lot of people who don't like Kenya for whatever reason. She's miserable. She's hateful. She's evil. She's all of these things. But y'all sat up there and heard Drew say that lady was bullying her. Girl, what are you talking about right now? Like, that shit is crazy to me. That shit is so crazy to me. Anyways, she's a trip. Drew Sidora is a trip. Kenya is booked on the little show that she has on Netflix with Loretta Devine and them. So she said she checked Kenya's IMDb. So that's Internet Movie Database, right? If you do not know. And that's a place where you can see what movies, you can see their filmography, right? You can see their producer credits, director credits, and all this other stuff. Now, Drew says she went to IMDb to look at Kenya's filmography, and she noticed that Kenya hasn't been booked in over a decade. One, why are you checking her filmography? Why? Two, you on the same show she's on, and she's been on this, so you came to her show. You booked the show after her, and she been on for, 8 years? What season they in? 13? What season are they in? I don't know, child. But she been on there since season 4 or 5, right? So you at the same place. That's the same thing that we were saying about Wendy. Like, Wendy, you keep mentioning your degrees right here in this group right here. Them degrees don't matter. You can mention them 1,001 times. But in this crew, that's not important here. That piece of paper is important in those other spaces. That's when you need that piece of paper. Over here in this group, in this social group, it's unnecessary. But how are you checking somebody's IMDb? I find that a little strange. Y'all don't find that strange? Y'all don't find that this woman went and looked at this woman's filmography so that she could say she hasn't booked a show in 10 years or hasn't been booked and Hollywood just ain't calling her? Like, that's the same shit Nene said to Claudia. Hollywood ain't calling you, but Atlanta is, bitch. And that's why you so bothered. Like, what's wrong with these women? It's really strange. And some of the comments was like, Hollywood ain't calling for you either, Drew. It's like anything you insult Kenya about refers back to you, and stop mentioning Kenya's daughter on camera. You know she's off limits. And it said, somebody says, I guess I'm her second fan. She has worked, but how noteworthy has it been since Crazy Sexy Cool? I didn't know these movies existed. We all know what happened to that stage play, set it off. So Drew always throws shade that applies to herself. She's projecting. Hollywood is not looking for her, and that's why she's sitting on a show with the successful Kenya and all the other successful ladies. Drew can't give an option of buying a home that her husband has. Drew can't even give an option of buying a home that her husband has to scrape up money for. Drew, you weren't bullied. Also, this makes no sense because you came to Kenya's place of employment for employment. You needed a job like everybody else. Like, girl, why is that a read? Like, y'all cannot read each other on your men and your marriages. You can't. You can't read each other on what you're doing in terms of work. You can't, because y'all all at the same job. Girl, what are you telling me? You telling me I'm not booking jobs outside of the job that you and I share together? Shut the fuck up. You sound dumb as fuck. You sound dumb as fuck. You sound crazy and obsessive. So I cannot wait until Kenya takes the razor out the side of her mouth and just slices you up, girl. I can't wait until that happens. So what else is going on? Let's see. You hear the rain? I reached for the volume so I could turn up the rain. You better turn up the rain. Yes. Adam Driver and Lady Gaga, oh my God, they look just like the people from House of Gucci. They really do. They really did really good casting. Really good casting. All right, see what else? Okay, so here we are. I think I want to read this one. New victim, okay? New victim claims she was drugged and trafficked by the Lollipop Guild president, T.I., and the Lollipop Guild secretary and treasurer, apparently Tiny. And another woman has joined the victims. This is from Vulture. Ooh, what a name and what a topic to discuss at the same time. Vulture. Another woman has joined the victims of accusing rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny of sexual assault, abuse, and drugging. Lawyer Tyrone Blackburn told Vulture he is now representing a survivor who was drugged and trafficked by the couple in Nevada, California, and Florida over 3 days. Blackburn previously sent letters to offices in California and Georgia calling for the criminal investigations into T.I. and Tiny on behalf of 11 victims, sending those letters. There was another article that I posted. Now that's another one. Now 6 more people have come out. 6 more people. So y'all, what's happening? What's happening? Are all of these people lying? Remember what I said. Out of, 11 and another 6, that's 17 people, right? Out of 17 people, 10% might not be telling the truth. We'll give them that. Let's give them that, right? Let's just say out of these people, 10% of these people is not telling the truth. But the rest, and you have to remember, when somebody comes out against someone who used their power and money to harm them, that's scary, right? That's very scary, because, and that's why they want to know, T.I.'s lawyer wants to know the names of the people. Why? So you can intimidate them and you can find them and harass them and have people sitting outside in front of their house offering them money and stuff. Yeah. No, we're not telling you who said nothing. Nothing. You don't need to know. All you need to know is here are the letters and here are the different districts we dropping these letters off, and y'all need to open it up an investigation and investigate these claims. That's what you need to do. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Let's see. What else? Oh, here are my tweets. I was talking about Meghan and Harry last night because I was on Tanya TKO's in her. I wasn't on her live, but I was in the chat in her live, and when they were talking about Meghan and stuff, and this conversation about, it's like, it's so crazy. Oh my God, I don't even know how to say this. Okay, I feel like there's all of these layers to this story with Meghan and Harry. Now, the first thing is she's talking about, okay, I'm looking at the time. She's talking about how she was mistreated, right? We know, and history has shown us, how they mistreat all of the wives, right? Diana, Fergie, Sarah Ferguson, right? Married to Prince Andrew. Diana. Camilla is probably being mistreated. And Kate Middleton, is that her name? She's probably being mistreated as well, right? They do the wives like that. But the fact that Meghan is biracial played a role in other forms of mistreatment that she experienced. She was going to be, listen to me, she was going to be mistreated regardless, right? But the fact that you represent something that isn't all the way white, because this is a business, this is a family business, and the family is in the business of upholding the illusion of white supremacy. You understand? And so her being biracial added to the mistreatment. She was going to be mistreated regardless. And so I think we can all agree. But the way that black folks talk about this is, one, yes, we have to call it out. She's biracial. She's not black. She's not representing black people. She's representing biracial people. But the treatment that she received was because she's half black. We're going to say that, okay? And I don't think that anybody can disagree with that, right? Based on the media coverage, the tabloids, and all of that stuff, and how they, even on one of the shows out there, the person was like, do you see a black woman when you look at her? And the guy was like, no, she's attractive. He said that. So that's the kind of stuff that she was dealing with, right? All right. But then we frame it as though, at the end of the day, a human was seeking sympathy, right? Or telling her story. I don't even think that Meghan was seeking sympathy. And then I think black people feel like, okay, well, we need to determine whether we can give her sympathy or not based on whether she's black, biracial, or white, or whatever. It was weird that the conversation was like so rooted in her identity, right? And her identity does not uphold the family business. So we always knew that Harry, based on him being the rebel, right? We knew Harry was the black sheep. We always knew that one day Harry was going to rebel against that structure, the firm, the institution. We knew that. In him marrying a biracial woman, that's the damn rebelliousness, and that's enough. That is him being rebellious outright. I'm going to marry a half black woman. I'm going to do that. So that's rebellion. So to me, a lot of people were saying they felt like he did that as a way out because he knows his family. He knew that. That's why somebody was comfortable enough to tell him, hey, we're concerned about the complexion of the child. And then everybody's like, she don't even look like a black woman. And like I said, she could look like Megyn Kelly. She could look like Meghan McCain. She could look like those white women. She could look exactly like them. The fact of the matter is, Her existence does not uphold the family business, and that's the problem. So they weren't going to ever accept her. I don't even know why she thought that. I felt like he probably should have warned her, like, this is the business my family is in, but nobody wants to admit that that's what it is. But everybody knows that's what it is. It's like a huge elephant in the room, right? We know that. Passing for white and treated as such is important here, right? So everybody is like, she went out there thinking that what is revered in the United States would be revered over there. Not in that family, maybe over there, but in that particular family, you married into a family with a history, a long history of upholding the illusion of white supremacy. And I don't know how you walked into that, and maybe she thought her racial ambiguity was going to help her. Maybe she thought, because here they love the people that you can't tell are black and kind of give you a little, I don't know, but they love that here. They don't love that over there or in that family. That's not cute to them. Girl, no. What? Your mom's black? No. And to me, and it might sound ignorant as fuck, but you ain't black unless you have 4 grandparents, 4 black ass grandparents. That's how I feel. You got one, Archie. Archie's black. Archie don't look nothing like a black person. I don't give a damn who you stand him next to. He don't even look like, who's the guy that married Kim Kardashian? Chris Humphries. He don't even look like a half white boy like that. He don't even look like that. He looks like Prince Philip's grandson. That's who he looks like. You understand? That's who he looks like. So he's not gonna identify. She don't identify. And this idea is like the argument, how does she identify? If the person is telling you I'm biracial, stop saying they black. They not. Stop saying that. And then stop using that as a factor on whether or not you can hold space for somebody experiencing mistreatment. That's what I was trying to get to. It's like she was being mistreated at the end of the day. Oh, she got on Oprah so she can get sympathy from black people. When? She didn't know. No, that's what you guys feel like. Because she mentioned the complexion thing. No, she's giving you an idea like, damn, I went out there and my body and what I've been able to walk around in the United States and California with, and people praise me and knock other women over to get to me, and they didn't do that for me out here. So I'm not clear. They sent her ass back. I'm gonna send your ass back to where that combination is revered. In this family, it's not. But we got to get out of trying to figure out whether or not we can hold space for a human being being mistreated based on their identity. Isn't that what they do? So you can't be so woke that you turn into what you don't like, right? Because that's the same tactics, right? Whether or not you can hold space for her. She was mistreated, period. And she's sharing how she was mistreated. I don't think she's trying to get sympathy from black people. Black people, stop calling people black who are biracial and who don't identify as black. She is a white identified biracial woman. Just like Kiki Wyatt. Right? Just like Kiki Wyatt. She don't identify as black. Never have. There's nothing ever written. There's an article in Elle where she wrote an article in Elle saying that she's a proud woman of mixed heritage. That's what she said. She did not say I'm a proud black woman. Right? Like a Tracy Ellis Ross who says she's a proud black woman. We know she's biracial, but she identifies as black. So nobody's going to be like, girl, you ain't black. Girl, she identifies as black. Her mother is black. Her mother is fucking Diana Ross. Come on. Right? And this idea, we gotta determine what she looks like. That's a white lady going over there who thought she was going to be accepted. The fact that her genealogical makeup doesn't uphold the royal family business. Her existence doesn't fall in line with that. You went to HR and they were like, girl, no, we only take the complaints of people who are not black anywhere. So no, sorry, we can't take that. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. What else? Let me see. Let me think of, is there anything else? Is there anything else? No, that's it. And I think white women have a particular issue with Meghan Markle, because you a half black bitch that went and got a prince, and that Disney story is reserved for white bitches. I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go. I think that's my time. I think I gotta go now. All right, take care of each other. Enjoy yourselves today. Have a wonderful day. Protect your energy and all that. And yeah, we'll talk. All right, peace.